This Sunday, we are coming an end to our conversation about being stewards of the faith, essentially. And in this series, we've been invited to remember, to release, to reimagine, and this Sunday, to respond. We're looking at one of the resurrection stories from the Gospel of John. Jesus has already been crucified, and the disciples have gone back to doing what they used to always do. They went fishing. And despite being on the boat all night long, they caught nothing. And a man on the shore yells across the water to them to try to cast their net on the other side of the boat. They do, and they bring in so many fish that the boat can barely contain the catch. It is then that they realize that it was Jesus who had spoken to them. This story has all of the elements that we've been talking about. It invites us to remember, to release, to reimagine, and to respond. The disciples were invited to remember, not remember what they had always done, but to lean into the memory, no matter how painful, of what it was like when Jesus was with them, to remember the way he made them feel and the change that Jesus had on their lives. These disciples were invited to release the threat, the fear that they held, to instead to embrace the faith, as challenging as it would be, and the hope, as absent as it seemed. The story itself is an amazing sense of imagination, if you will, at least from our perspectives. We look at the story and it is marvelous and it is miraculous. And it is an invitation for all of us to consider what would be marvelous, even though it might just take a miracle. This resurrection story is unwavering in its insistence that miracles can happen, that anything is possible. And once the disciples are remembering, are releasing and reimagining, and once we remember, release, and reimagine, what else is left except to respond? The disciples respond, and the whole world has been changed by their witness. That might be how it could be with us if we respond in the way in which our faith can invite that kind of amazing transformation for the world. That's what we're talking about on Sunday. It's a conversation I hope you will join me in. We'll see you then.